is being jointly yes, so which is being jointly developed by CETETISS and WWF India. So on behalf of the entire team of WWF India and TISS, I welcome you all once again on behalf of both the teams. I am Parul. I'm working with WWF India. So let me take you all through a quick agenda, like what all we'll be covering in the session. Can you see the next slide? Is my screen
No,
visible?
not yet. Screen is visible, Parul. Still, the first slide is only open.
Okay. Let me stop sharing and share again. Okay, my screen is stuck for some reason. I am not able to go to the next slide.
Parul, do you need help with sharing the
Shall
slides?
I?
Yep.
I
Yeah,
can try. Just a second, Parul. Just a moment. Let me share this.
sorry for this technical glitch. So meanwhile, you all can start introducing yourself in the chat box, like who all have joined from what all states and everything. That will be helpful. Yeah, so I'll just walk you quickly through the agenda. So first we will just discuss the agenda. Then we will give you a quick recap of the first unit that you all have completed by now. And also on the second unit, your reflective questions or anything. Then we will also touch upon why environment education is necessary and its integration. And then we'll give you a complete walkthrough of One Planet Academy platform of WWF India, along with learning applications of the platform. And in the last, we will be also covering the assignments, like how to upload the assignments on the TIS platform. And then we'll be wrapping up the session with Q&A. So this is the flow looks like. The only rule to today's session is that please keep yourself on mute. If you have any questions, please put it in the chat box so that we don't interrupt the flow of the session. If it is something which is in between the session according to the slide and everything, you can also unmute and speak about the question. Yeah. So I would now hand it over to Ms. Sohini for the recap and reflective questions and Dr. Rafiq.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Parul. Uh, Hello and good evening to everyone. I'm Shohini, um, part of the course team from this side. And it is really great to see you all joining today's class. This is kind of the first interaction with the learners who are part of the course since we launched the course, which was also through a virtual event that we had on 15th. And it's been a month, and it's been really great to see how you all are interacting uh, in the course on the platform, TISX platform. I'm sure, and our team members have been responding to your queries, and every unit, as you can see, had some discussion boards where we have seen a very active participation from the learners, and it's great to see how you all are moving ahead with the course. So we know that the course is supposed to be for a month, but we and originally today was the last day of the course, but we have extended the course for one more week. So the course, the new end date is 23rd June, that is next Tuesday. So you still have some time, so you can complete the remaining assignments from your end. Uh, we would love to hear from you your reflections till now in the course, and we have tried to cover some foundational concepts uh, in the beginning, in the first units of the course, and then gradually move into how you can integrate environment with your core subjects, and how you can bring in technology, the use of technology meaningfully while planning your lessons. So I would request Dr. Rafiq, who is also part of the course team, to please come in and take ahead the session and engage with you through the reflective questions. Over to you, Rafik.
Thanks, Sohini. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, so I will let's start with a question. What I'll do is I'll in the chat box I will share a link. You can click on that, or you can go to the what is happening?
Rafik, shall I share the QR code from the slide for a minute, and then you can
Yeah, you
share
share.
once
I'm
they
also
start
sharing
putting
a.
responses.
I'm sharing the link in the group, our group. From there, you can copy that link and share. I'm not able to open my chat.
Okay, okay. No, if you can stop sharing for a minute, we have the QR code for Mentimeter on the slide, so they can
Okay,
scan it also.
okay. So, no, I mean, I can also just show the QR code from here.
Okay, okay. If it opens, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Uh,
Meanwhile, let me
yes,
just check the.
this is the QR code. What happened? Where did it go? I have,
We can
this is the
see.
QR code. Can you see?
It's yeah. Yes, yes.
So there are some questions here. I will just open the questions once you have either used QR code or the link in the chat. Should I go to the questions?
I think let's pause for a
Yeah.
minute.
I think link can be faster.
Yes, you can use the link that we have posted in the chat section. Bina, if it is not opening, you can scan the QR.
I will also have to present it from here.
Rafik, it is saying wait for the host to start the quiz.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. I have to start. Now they
I
should be
think you
able
can
to
start.
scan.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. 28 people already are on the quiz. 30 are there. Okay, should I start? I'll start the first question. Okay, let's go to second question. Okay, I'll move to the next question. I'll just take a screenshot of this. This is the last question. Okay, so maybe considering the time constraint we have, there are yet few people are yet to respond, but maybe in 5 seconds I can close this.
It's very interesting to see.
Yeah, the responses are very interesting. So we can end the presentation here, and I will just go back and so we can see that there's an interesting pattern we have seen almost many of you actually have started, not only started the course, you have reached the practice-based assignment, and this is a really crucial time we introduce One Planet Academy to you. I also saw that there are few people who are yet to start the course, and therefore we have kept some question answer and debugging session towards the end of today's class. So we will make sure that those 4 or 6 people, those who have just started, they will also not lose and will be able to finish by the end of next week. Okay, so this is very encouraging, and there is some work to be done, so we will do it today. The workload is pretty interesting actually. I noticed that uh, this started with a comment which was average. There is one experience which is average, but then the majority of you had a great learning experience, enriching experience, new experience, interesting, good, excited. So there are some really interesting comments here. So this gives a sense that so far course, those who did the course have been interested into it, and they have been learning out of it. And finally, I think the most useful concept seems to be the TPAC, and which was our intention also. Then 21st century skill, use of technology, and environment integration. So today we'll also focus more on environment integration when Neha and Parul will talk more about it. But this is very encouraging, and this is really uh, also insightful for us as designers. So what I'll do is I'll stop sharing my screen here, and I'll invite Parul and Neha to take this forward.
Thank you, Dr. Rafiq. Thank you so much. I'll just present my screen again. Yeah. So after looking at this slide, so this slide actually talks about the global issues that we face across nations. So I would like you to actually answer what each picture represent. If you can just try in the chat box, or maybe you can unmute and tell what exactly the pictures shown here on this slide. They actually talk about the global issues worldwide. What each picture talks about. Can anyone would like to try? What does the first picture represent? Which global issue it might represent?
Water scarcity.
Yes, perfect. So we got the first answer. It is water scarcity leading to droughts and everything. And let's go to the second picture. What does this picture means to you, or which issue you might think that this picture address or represent?
It's rising sea level, and
Yeah.
due to the ice cap has been melting, so the way the sea level has been rise. So as a result, the livelihood strategy of the polar bear has been declining at an alarming rate.
Thank you, Mr. Ali. So this is quite relatable. It is basically the broader concept for this, what Mr. Ali has just explained is climate change. So second picture correctly represents the climate change, the status of polar bears and other species living at the brink of extinction. The third picture, it's quite evident from the picture, but let's have the answer.
Can I, ma'am?
Scarcity.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Sushil sir.
Yeah, the third picture shows that just due to the climatic change and where vegetation is not properly and child is finding a malnutrition, marasmus and crashes. So mother is struggling if the environment is changing. Therefore, the biological need of the children will going to suffer, and that
Yes.
is a objective to point. According to me.
Yes, Mr. Sushil, thank you for answering. So third picture actually represents poverty and hunger. Fourth picture, is there anyone who is answering in the chat also? I'm sorry, I'm unable to access it. Let me just try. Fourth
May
picture,
I,
if you
ma'am?
can. Yes, please.
It is about the basic education for all. It must be available to all the students, irrespective of their gender, caste, or economic status. I think
Thank
so.
you. Yes, thank you, Chetna ma'am. It is exactly education, and some of the people have already replied on the chat also. It is education. The fifth picture, quickly, if you can tell me.
It's environment integration.
It's environment integration. Anything, any other
Environment
environmental?
Sustainable ways of agriculture.
Okay, so it actually represents ecological restoration. Like it is the planting trees and all the initiatives is basically to restore the natural environment. So the fifth picture represent the global issue of restoration. And the sixth picture, please. Healthcare, yes, we got all the six answers. So basically, this exercise was just to tell you the top global issues that we address as global parties and countries and everything. So if I just ask you what top two concern you would like to address first, or we as a global citizens should address first, what will be your answer out of these six? You can quickly reply on the chat or maybe unmute and tell, like out of these six, what will be your top two priorities to address. Someone is saying climate change, education. Arpita ma'am says education. Janardhan san says climate change, water and education. Okay. So just to put the fact that education still, it is a core of every issue that we face across the nations. It still sits at the periphery. It is not at the core of actually when we come about addressing the challenges globally. Okay, so we'll move on to the next slide. Are you able to see my next slide?
No, the screen sharing stopped, Parul.
Okay. Is it now visible?
Yeah.
Okay. So before I actually take you through OPA platform, which is One Planet Academy platform, to tell you how to integrate environment education, I wanted to first touch upon why exactly environment education is necessary at the school level and why children or as educators, as you all are, should be taking care or maybe putting your efforts into it. So just a few facts that I would like to tell you that according to UNICEF, almost every child across the globe faces one or the other environmental issue. So, and also children are disproportionately vulnerable to face any kind of environmental pressure or issues that we face. So if you will see this slide, it actually talks about 41% of young people actually faces eco anxiety. They feel unsafe about the environment, learning about environment, and it is also their lives are at stake, threatening. It is getting worse day by day. If you'll see these statistics, it is 559 million children are exposed to heat waves. One out of or seven children breathe polluted air, and the other statistics that is visible over here. So why it is important for children to learn about environment education, or we as educators should engage, is that because they are facing the maximum risk and the vulnerability of the crisis we face globally. I'll move to the next slide. So why exactly environment education matters? So I hope you must all be reading about news and different statistics and the kind of conventions that we have. So it is 1.5 degree according to the Paris Agreement is the limit that we have kept for ourselves, that we should be putting our efforts not to rise the temperature beyond 1.5 degree is what according to the Paris Agreement says. Okay, if you will see the statistics, around 1 million species are threatened for extinction today, and also the wildlife populations are declining. The populations, the species are vanishing, and everything. So why environment education actually matters is because globally we are facing a lot of challenges, and why it is necessary to integrate at the school level is because each of our actions actually matter. It is not the overall result that you see in the newspaper or the overall statistics. It is also because each of our efforts is contributing to that larger number. And if you will see how environment education and why it matters is that it also integrates in critical thinking. It also calls for individual and community action, which is learning by doing. And it is also like for future career growths and everything, because every company or every sector has to take care of the environmental pressure that they're putting on, or the resources that they're extracting. So this is basically about why environment education is necessary at the school level, and also why it calls for, building conscious citizens for sustainable future. So now, if I talk about why digital tools and empowering teachers in the classroom. So we understand, like, as teachers community, as educators community, you people have a lot of curriculum related pressure, that you have academic plan, you have so many things to track upon. So environment education is something which still sits at the periphery, maybe because there are limited number of resources, there is limited capacity with the teachers, limited time available, given that you have, curriculum to complete, then we have exams and everything. And also, taking children outdoors again is a challenge, especially in this heat, and also, counting on the other parameters. And also, we don't have the integration subject wise, curriculum wise, and every grade wise as well. So, how the digital tools can help you bridge that gap is that if you have lesson plans ready as per your classroom, and if you have interactive videos and simulations which is mapped according to your curriculum, it will be giving you extra, support to help children learn about environment education, and not putting too much pressure on the educators and children both to learn about it. So this is the simple idea of how digital tools, which I'll be able to explain you about our digital tool, which we have at WWF India, how this is going to empower you as educators. But other than that, it also gamifies the student activities and track progress in analytics. So this is basically sums up why, and how the digital tools will be able to enable you in the classroom, coming from the natural world. I'll go to the next slide now. So the platform that I'm going to talk about is One Planet Academy, and we'll be talking about how you will be able to integrate the resources available on One Planet Academy in your classrooms, irrespective of which grade you teach and which subject you teach. So just a quick question for you before I start explaining you the platform, demonstrating you how it works. Just if you can just share one emoji which represents your experience of teaching or learning about environment. If you can just quickly use the chat option, there is an option for emoji or reaction. If you can quickly just react to this question, like, how does your experience of teaching or maybe learning about environment look like? I am not able to see the reactions. Sohini, will you be able to help me with this?
Yeah, we can
Are you
see.
able to see?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can maybe.
I think I should have to stop share, or maybe then I'll be able to see that.
I can see, Parul.
Okay. Okay. Dr. Rafiki, would you like to share like what all they are replying?
So
Because
what I'm seeing is there are a lot of heart emojis, then blessed emojis. There are some curious, skeptic emojis. There is some flowers, bouquet.
Leaves.
okay. Yeah, now I can see the
Yeah.
chat box. Yes, on the chat box they're replying. Okay, perfect. So let's start the conversation about One Planet Academy, how it is going to support you in whatever state you are in right now. Maybe it is teaching or learning about environment. So let's get started with that. Please let me know if you can see my screen, because I'm facing little bit challenge. It's not going through the next.
Parul, right now the sharing has stopped.
Okay. Okay. I'll just directly go to One Planet Academy platform. In that case, just a minute. Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay. So this is the platform. You can follow this link, maybe whichever device you have connected on. You can type academy.wwfindia.org. Meanwhile, I'll also take you through this platform. Okay. So this is the home page. This is how our platform looks like. We have basic options like select language, whichever language you're comfortable in, you can select the language. If you have any suggested topic to study upon, you can write in the search box here. And then we have these two interesting modes here. If you can see, we have educator mode and then we have learner mode, student mode. So it can be either of the two categories. Either you can log into a student mode or you can log into a educator mode. Right now I am logged in. If I will just log out here, you will be able to see the two options, which is login and register. Yeah, so right now my dashboard is appearing to you. Yeah. So here, if you can see on the right side, there is a login and sign up option. You can sign up first for this platform to access the resources, all the resources. Also, most of the resources are available freely, but to opt for particular courses, you can log in, sign up like that. So I'll just quickly take you through what all resources we have on this platform. So if you'll see the resources, we have this list of resources. So it is like a combination of different kind of interactives along with virtual tours, games, videos, comics and everything to make environment education more interesting both for educators and for learners. So if you will, I'll just explain you all the categories and meanwhile we'll also take one example each of how this resource look like. So 360-degree experiences actually gives you a virtual tour of Andamans. Andamans, that is the highlight of this 360-degree experience along with the forest tour. So if you will just click here, you will see three ecosystems, forest, Andamans and Raptors exhibition. So it will take you virtually through that ecosystem and there are different interactives, which is quiz and everything. Then we have a lot of stories related to wildlife, for example, elephants, beetles, and everything. So maybe if you would like to read a story or tell a story to students, you can go through stories. Then we have comics, which is nature through laughs. So there are some comics available which talks about species conservation and everything. Then there's our biodiversity maps, which is also wildlife atlas is included here. If you want to play Atlas, Wildlife Atlas, it gives you an interactive India map where you can maybe select any category, mammals, reptiles, and you can try placing the mammals to the right states like that. And then we have different state-wise biodiversity map also. For example, Delhi, Maharashtra, like what all wildlife and what all biodiversity is present in that particular state. Then we have different videos and games also to keep students and educators engaged in a gamified way of learning environmental education. Then we have different interactives, which is maybe you can walk through a backyard, you can see what all birds are there like that. Then we have different options for learn for nature. Learn for nature actually talks about the courses that we have. These are different courses that you can take. Yeah. So you can learn about butterflies, you can learn about climate change, you can learn about plastics and resilience, marine, repair and reuse, big cats of India. So all those courses, if you will see, you just have to enroll for this course. These are all freely available. It's an open source platform. It just require you to log in and enroll for the course to access the platform. That's it. And then if you want to teach for nature, then we have these three courses available. These are available in different languages, so you can opt whichever you would like to. And then we also have a carbon footprint calculator, which actually calculates how much carbon emissions your event has generated. So this is the OPA platform. And I will now take you back to the presentation. Yeah. So once I have talked about the resources that we have on OPA, you all must be wondering how you will be able to, integrate that to the curriculum. So for that, we have a teacher's guide, which is being developed, and it has given three levels of mapping. First level of mapping is according to the national policies. So according to NEP 2020 and National Curriculum Framework 2023, it actually maps the resources about the skills mentioned in NEP and NCF according to those skills, for example, critical thinking, problem solving, or learning different topics through environment. So all those national policies are linked and aligned to OPA resources. Then we have second category of mapping, which actually gives comprehensive grade wise and subject wise mapping of each resource. For example, you are a grade 4 teacher, or maybe you are maybe teaching language subject. So how you are going to integrate these resources in your curriculum? So we have grade 4 English chapter, which actually gives you under this subject, under this chapter, you can integrate these stories or these videos, and then it gives you prompts also, the kind of assessment you can do with the students like that. And then the third level of mapping actually talks about cross curricular connections. So this is very integral when we talk about environment education, because environment education is not a standalone subject. It is a subject which is integrated to each of the subject, each of the other subject that we have in the mainstream curriculum. So this guide, if I'll just show you quickly, we will be soon uploading this on OPA as well. But I have a first draft. The final draft will be soon updated and uploaded on OPA. If you will see this guide, I'll just take you first to the mapping according to the national curriculum. I'm sorry about this. Dr. Rafiq, is it visible to you? You are on mute.
Parul, the
Yes,
it's
of the page.
showing very
Yeah, it is loading actually.
low.
Just give me
Okay.
a moment.
So all the resources which Parul just talked about, we want you to, all of you to go and explore those resources. In your assignment, you may use one or two resources, but we want you to actually be aware of all the resources because they are excellent uh, resources which you can use throughout your teaching. And do not think that they are only for science or maybe social science teachers. They are useful for language, science, social science, mathematics, and all other combinations of subject. And the reason why we also are having this introduction to resources, open one client academy resources today is because we wanted you to also first understand the learning theories and TPAC framework before you think about resources, because same resources can be used in very different ways. So, for example, a teacher can simply just show the resources, but that is not how we want it. Therefore, we wanted you to understand what is TPAC, what are learning theories, and then use these resources in a very interactive manner. Uh, what is happening, Parul?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, my Adobe is taking a lot of time to open the file. It is just restarting.
I think you
Just
can
trying to
move to
open it.
next. I think they got the idea about the teacher
Yes.
uh, handbook. Basically, it is a support document which can help you to decide how different policy frameworks, local curriculums, they are mapped, and what resources will fit for what purpose or what aspect of curriculum.
Yes. I'll just share it again.
Parul, you can move to next part. I think time
Yes,
wise
yes.
we are.
I'm just
Yeah.
sharing. I'm just sharing it. Yeah. Just a quick example of how the mapping is done. This is how you will see the tables. It will give you the alignment, how OPA is aligned, and it will give you some examples. So this is according to the NCF. And then I'll just quickly show you grade wise also about, see, grade 1 English subject. You will see the curricular topics, what connection it has, along with the prompts, OPA resources, and assessment. So this kind of mapping has been done for all the resources, and it is grade wise and subject wise both. I'll take you through the next example. I'll just give you quick 3 examples of how the OPE resources will be applicable to your classroom. First, I'll give you language example. If you are a language teacher teaching English, Hindi, or any other language. So while teaching about adjectives and verbs, we have this resource called Birds Around Human Habitation. So it actually talks this background, if you will see of this slide, it is actually taken from the same resource. So it actually gives you a tour to the birds that is, that is commonly present around us. And if you click on each bird, it will take you through the resource which talks about their behavior, their, what exactly they eat, how do they look like, and everything. So this is how maybe, and where they live also. So according to these examples, these environment based examples, you can bring in different concepts of adjectives, verbs, and maybe metaphors, how this bird call look like, or how, where do you see this bird and everything. And then if you are interested in teaching or learning about any stories, as I told that we have different stories available on OP. For example, In the Waters of Chambal, which talks about gharial and its habitat, and Elephant Tail, which talks about the elephant behavior. So the outcome will be that it will give you it will give the student glimpse about how trees and how wildlife is important to us and how it is helping us like that. I'll take you to the next example, which is if you are a maths teacher. I hope it is visible to you, right?
No. Again the screen stopped.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
now we
is
can.
visible now? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you are a maths teacher and you're wondering how it is relevant to you, so then while teaching shapes and patterns or maybe lines and angles, we have this resource called Discover Our World Up Close Backyard. So this, I'll take you through this resource. It actually gives you a tour of how your backyard looks like and what all do you see on this. So this is how, if you will scroll, there will be a child and it will be taking a tour to the backyard, and you will be able to see uh, different insects, birds. If you will click here, the snail is there, the butterfly is there. If you will click here, it will give you more information about, what all you will see in the backyard. You can just scroll, and this is how the resource will look like. So these kind of interactive, and the birds, which I was talking about previously for the language teachers, this is how the birds interactive work. It will give you the complete sketch of what all common birds are there. If you'll click here, it will tell you about the audio and the features of the birds like that. And if you are, maths teacher and teaching measure and calculate, there is a biodiversity explorer kit available, which actually talks about different kind of mammals, reptiles, which you will be able to see in the nature.
Parul, you are on mute.
Parul, we can't hear you. You're on mute.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. So was maths wala portion I covered? Was it audible to everyone?
That was complete.
Okay, perfect. So now I will just quickly finish the third example, which is social science.
Share the screen again. Yeah, visible now.
Yeah. So while teaching social science, we have Wild Atlas. So it is the complete map of India. You can either go through these resources individually as of now, because it will take time for me to actually click and tell you how it works. But I'm just giving you a brief example of how you will be able to, use these resources. And given that we have the complete resource, which is OPA manual available with us, it will break down everything for you according to grade and curriculum, as I explained. So I'm just giving very rough examples just to give it a shape that how it will work in the classrooms. So this Wild Atlas, you can play with the students. That actually talks about different mammals, mammalian species, reptiles, and bird species and where they are actually found. And then if we are teaching about oceans, then we have different resources available, particularly to marine theme. And we have different games also, like a water puzzle. It's actually the visual, if you will see in the background, it is the clownfish, and it gives you facts once you complete the puzzle. So once the student is able to complete the puzzle, it will give you the answer and the quiz question like that. So this is how the classroom application of OPA will look like. So I have a small task for you all. This is in the discussion forum that you can do. It's called subject wise application challenge. So this is the sentence for you which you need to complete in the discussion forum, maybe after the class or whenever you are, going and exploring OPA. According to whichever subject you teach, you need to write, I teach this subject and I use this resource to, you can give a purpose to build understanding for my students on biodiversity or conservation in my classroom. So you can explore all the OPA resources and help us to complete this for your profile. So this is a small task for you. I'll just have few examples for this as well. If you will see this, so maybe the sentence will be, I teach English and I could use resource writing for nature to build descriptive writing skill in my students. If you're a science teacher, then maybe you can write that I am a science teacher and I can teach and I can use citizen science course to build the understanding of biodiversity monitoring in my students. So these are the four examples which you can see on the screen. And maybe you can go through all the resources. We have a list of over 300 resources and different categories. It's not just PDF, it's not just information, it is like gamified version of environment education. So this is all on OPA that I have. If you have any question, please feel free to put your question in the chat box or maybe in the discussion forum while you are trying to, fill that assignment that I have just explained. So thank you so much. I will hand it over to Dr. Rafiq to take it from here.
Thank you, Parul. That was a very comprehensive introduction to the One Planet Academy and all the resources are possible. Uh, I, I know that it is a very short introduction, but idea is that you will go to the platform and explore on your own. The handbook or the teacher guide will be available, but the resources are actually such nicely designed that it is up to your imagination that you can actually go beyond what teacher's guide also says. So the reason why we also want you to think on your own and use the resources however you want. There are some really interesting ideas. For example, we were discussing that how you can actually collaborate with other subject teachers and create some integrated plans also, not necessarily in this uh, course assignment, but in your school. So, science, social science, language, and math teacher can come together and create something which basically uses resources, and some inquiry-based projects can be designed around it. So, the bird guide, for example, is a really good example. That same resource can be used by science, social science, math, and language teacher. So it is up to how you can creatively think and integrate it into your lesson plans and also collaborate with other teachers. Okay. So now Sohini, Daba, and I will answer your queries. We have kept this time to do two things. First, learn how to submit the assignment and then also answer your queries. So maybe I'll ask Sohini to take it forward.
Sure, sure. Thanks, Rafi. Um, so the thing is that we saw from all that you voted for, then many of you have actually moved to the practice assignment. But we know that there is still many learners who haven't completed the practice assignment. So we'll just quickly take you through the assignment on the platform, because the practice assignment is divided into two parts. So in part one, you need to create a lesson plan from any subject of your wish, means from any grade that you're teaching in. And you can choose any chapter. Maybe you can take a chapter or topic which you're going to take up next in your class, and create a lesson, create a plan around it, bringing in the concepts that we have covered in the course, the resources from the One Planet Academy, and bring in some project-based learning for students within the lesson, so that they can create something using technology in a meaningful way, and along with it, use the resources from OPA. So we'll just take you through the how it appears on the platform. Parul, if you can stop the sharing, yeah, thank you. I'll just okay, is my screen visible? So this is how the course looks from your laptop or desktop. Of course, the interface looks different when you are logging in from the TISEX app from your phone. So I'll directly go to the part one of the practice assignment, which is in Unit 2B, where so the first part of this practice assignment, as I mentioned, starts with you creating a lesson. So you can choose any topic from any grade, and you need to explore how you can integrate environment within that topic. You need to design the lesson. So there are some instructions that we have put in within the assignment section. So would request you to go through the pointers, as it helps you in, it will guide you in how to develop your plan. So you, Parul had already shared the link to the platform, One Planet Academy, but it's also given here in the assignment details. So while you're planning it, your lesson, ensure that the lesson consists at least one learning activity where students get the opportunity to create a project or an artifact using any technology application that fits with your lesson, uh, and using any OPA resource that fits with your topic. There is a format of lesson plan that we have provided here. It is a PDF file. So once you click on it, you will be able to access it. You can download it also. If you have an existing lesson plan format that you have been following, you can just integrate these columns within your existing format, or you can use the format that we have provided here. So it's up to you. Just a second. Yes. So the lesson plan is actually, so it's for an entire topic or a subtopic, which needs to be at least of minimum 5 to 6 hours duration. You can conduct it, you can take the lesson. So plan it in a way so that it is not restricted to face mode. If you have, online access with your students, you can also carry out the lesson in that way. So it is not a 45 minutes lesson plan that you need to think of. It needs to be a more holistic one, which consists of different kinds of activities where students can engage with the OPA resources, can engage with project making during the process. So make sure you can plan it in case of your students for some group activity also. It need not be individual activity. So it's up to you how you plan it. just keep in mind these pointers which will help you to plan it. There are some criteria that you need to keep in mind while planning the lesson, because when you go for evaluating the lesson plans, it will be done on the basis of mostly these 5 points, like whether your lesson has scope for authentic learning, whether it gives a scope for students to go deep, in depth in the content, whether there is a meaningful use of technology and the application that you have planned for students, meaningful integration of technology for environmental learning, and of course, scope for students to develop the 21st century skills while engaging with the activity. I have already shared the lesson plan format, which you can access from here. So you need to upload the plan in a PDF or document or image format. There is also an option where you can type in your lesson plan over here. So that is also there. So you need to upload your lesson from this section. Then click on upload files and submit your response and move to the next step. So this lesson plan assignment is in a peer assessment mode, where you will be assessing your peers' lessons, and they will be randomly assigned to you. Um, so you have to evaluate at least two of your peers' lesson plans, which you will be uh, able to access once you upload your own lesson plan. I just saw in the morning that many of you have already completed assessing your peers' lesson plans, and you have received your final grades also for this section, and there are still some pending. You need to check this section frequently to see if you have been assigned lesson plans by the platform. So until and unless there are quite a number of lesson plans available on the platform which are being submitted by you all, the platform won't be able to randomly assign you. So we request you to please hurry, and since the course has been extended also now, so please complete this section so that you can move to the final part of the practice assignment. So this, as you can see, it is in 3 steps, and we also have a video guide which talks about how to do peer review assessment, because once you go for assessing, there are certain criteria or certain indicators that we have put with which has 3 criterias within each indicator to see how you can evaluate the lesson based on the indicators that I have mentioned earlier also in the details. So you can check the video later how to do the peer assessment. So this is the first part. And the second part of the practice assignment, which is in the last unit, that is unit 3, where once you have received uh, peer feedback on your lesson plan, you can move to this part where you have to actually implement the lesson with your students. Uh, it has to be minimum at least 10 students with whom you need to implement, and there are again instructions given. So once you implement your lesson plan and finish the implementation, you need to fill this reflection quiz. So as you know, all the other units have mostly MCQs, questions, quizzes towards the end of each unit. But this is the final assignment, and this is where you can actually reflect on your overall learnings from the course. And so bring in all the concepts that you have learned in the course and how they have been helpful in planning your lesson and implementing it with your students, how you have used the resources from the One Planet Academy, how it helped in engaging your students, how it helped in supporting your students learning, what was the role of technology while implementing your lesson, Did you face, if you have faced any kind of challenges, what were those and how did you mitigate them? So this is the quiz where you need to just, uh, bring in your reflections and write in details how the course learnings have been useful while you went to actually practice them with your students. So once you complete this reflection quiz, it's in a the quiz is in a Google form format, which is embedded within the platform itself. Once you submit it, you need to take a screenshot of that submission and post it, upload it in the last section of this unit. This is important. This is an important step actually to upload your screenshot because this is a staff graded assignment and you will not be getting your grades instantly once you upload it like it happens for the MCQ quizzes. This is going to take some time from our end because once the course ends, the course team will be going through the submissions and then uploading your grade. So don't worry if you cannot see your grade for this assignment for the ones who have already completed it because it will take some time since the course is ending on 23rd, and after that we will be needing at least 10 to 14 days to grade your reflection quizzes and upload your grades. And once we upload your grades, we will be sending you a notification email and you will be able to see your grades for this last assignment. So yes, I hope this also covers some of the queries that were put in the chat section, but we will be looking at the Q&As now and responding to them. Yes. Okay. So would request Rafiq Durba also to see if there are any questions that need to be
So I remember
answered.
some questions, and I said, I replied to them saying that we'll talk about them at the end. So let's start with those questions. So I remember there was a question about somebody getting a error and not able to see their assignment. So I'll just read out these questions. Um, it says that she completed everything, but when I click the submitted screenshot, it says there is a 500 error and my own submission. So you won't be able to see your own submission. I'm not sure why you want to see. If Do you want to edit? Uh, who's Xiaomi 2M207 something something? Because you don't need to see it will be visible to us. Generally, you are able to see, but I'm not sure what kind of screenshot you had uploaded, but that should not be a problem actually.
Yes,
Then there,
I think it
yeah,
might be an internet issue also because showing error while uploading might be an internet issue. But one thing is that once you submit your Google form and click on submit, uh, again, when you will open that section, it will show you the Google form because Google form will always ask you for another submission. But if because there is scope for more than one submission for the reflection quiz, but if you have already done it, you don't need to do. But if you feel that you had missed out on something and you want to add to your reflections, you can always fill it again. But in case of uploading the screenshot, I think you can just check once if it is an internet issue, and you can put it in the course queries section also in the discussion forum. Our team member Shravanti, who has been responding to all your queries, will get back to you on the same.
there are a few more questions. Rashmi is saying that I completed Unit B 1B section, but the progress. So let me clarify for everyone. So the progress is a self feedback, meaning it is for your own reference, that it shows you which aspect of the course you have already visited and which you have not. So there are two important things which you can see. The progress bar, and then there is a completion score, meaning the grades and other things. So the grades is what actually matters for completion of the course. Progress is just as a self-reference. Yeah, I think Sohini will show you that. So this is what you need to see if you are seeing. If the progress doesn't show, it's okay. But if the here you don't see that what you completed is not reflected, then you can comment on the either on the discussion forum or the help forum. Then after that, after the course has completed, we can we be can we get digital badge in our individual mail? Yeah. So once the course is completed, the badges will be released. So it will be towards the end, and once they are released, you will get a notification. Mine will be
Yes, once
opening
we
on.
complete all the gradings and we submit them, you will be, so we will keep you informed, as of
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
My school will open, Sunanda Pandeji is saying that my school will open on 29th June. Implementing the LP would be a challenge. So what we had suggested is that if you do not have access to a school or classroom, you can actually do this with any students or any kids which are around you in your colony, in your mohalla, in your building, in your family. It doesn't have to be inside a classroom. So you don't have to wait till 29th June. Yeah. So any other question? Notice
I
maybe we.
think there is a question after the course has completed. We will be able to get a digital badge
We have
in.
responded.
Acha,
We
okay,
answered this.
sorry, I
Yeah.
missed that.
Yes, that has been responded. Also, you can, as Rafiq mentioned, that you can implement it with students from your neighborhood. And also, if you can see if you can connect some students online, that is also an option. So you can explore this. So it need not be within a classroom only.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, please. Yes.
Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes,
Good
go ahead,
evening.
ma'am.
Yes, yes, sir. Ma'am, I want to ask one question. Actually, I'm very much happy to get this course. Already, I am very much, but only one problem is I have completed everything. Even my Google form also completed. But while my laptop is out of order, so I did it in phone. I have submitted, but after submission, one screenshot be also taken. But the screenshot while I am doing putting to upload it, there is some problem, and that Google form is going. Means it is already showing that response. You have already your response is recorded. Twice I have done. Today also I did it,
Yes,
but
ma'am. So your response has been recorded in the Google
yes,
form.
that
If you are
screenshot is there.
using it, yes, if you're using T6 app, ma'am, you will see that there is a next button at the end of the Google form. If you at the end of the screen, actually.
Actually, madam, that I know. I did it, but screenshot when I put click over the screenshot to upload it, during that time this one is not having some problem. It is not going. So another Google form empty one is coming. There I have uploaded that my screenshot, but the same one I am not
Okay.
able to upload it.
Okay, ma'am, I would request you to put this in the course queries section.
Already I have
Our
put,
team.
madam. Already I
Okay,
have
so
put,
our team member will respond to it. Don't worry. We'll
madam. Twice
check
already I
it
have
from we'll check it from our back end and we'll let you know. Give us some time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, madam. Now I am worried.
Okay,
Everything I have
because
completed.
this thing we have to check it from our back end and then respond to you.
It may
Yes,
be
yes,
So don't
possible that
worry.
respond is already recorded. It is quite possible.
Recorded. Already screenshot is with me. Everything is already recorded. Means it must be.
I'm saying even the form has been submitted. It may be with us already. If it is already
Yes,
there,
yes.
you don't have to do anything. We'll let you know.
Okay, thank you. That much I wanted to know from you. Okay.
Okay.
Just
There
Sir,
is
Okay,
a
thank you.
query
Thank you
from a
so
one
much.
question.
Moto. Thank you,
Can I
thank you. There is a query.
speak, ma'am?
Just a second. There is a query from Moto G57 Power regarding the reflection activity in the unit of, with 21st century skills. So your word limit had crossed maybe. So I would request you to put this query in the course queries section with your TISEX email ID, and our team member will check it from the back end regarding another submission attempt, and will get back to you.
Ma'am, I have already posted this query on the help line
Okay,
email
okay,
that was available.
okay. Give us some time. We'll check it from the back end, because giving another attempt is something that we have to do it with the help of our tech team. So we
Yeah,
will
actually, the
get
other
back to you.
questions had the options to submit it twice, but this one is allowing only one submission. And although it's showing that the submission has been exhausted, the grading has not been done. So that's what I was
Okay,
concerned about.
we'll check it. We'll check it. You just put it in the course queries section.
I'll do it once again. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, there was someone.
No, I think there is no new comment. It's the old one.
Someone has raised
Somebody has.
hand.
Good
You.
evening. Good evening, sirs and madams.
Yeah.
Good evening.
I'm from Bhutan,
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
and
Yes.
I have attended last time's course, and I've shared with my friend, but they've enjoyed a lot. And then they also want to attend the course, but last time I have sent the request in our mail, but there's no response. So I want to ask you. I want to ask that how can they join the course?
Okay. Sir, since we are already towards the end of this batch, but we will be having one more batch very soon. We will be announcing one more batch for this course. So, because this time it has been quite a delay, because it's only 7 days are left. So we will have a second batch for the course, and we will put that announcement soon, so they can again register for it uh, at that time. Is that okay for you?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Sure. Okay. I think we have covered all the queries.
Ma'am, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Ma'am, even I have the same query. I submitted my screenshot, and when I clicked on that, it was showing me a 500 error kind of thing. So I am not sure if my submission has been accepted or not. So kindly let me know how can, like, if
If you
somebody
can
can.
put it in the course queries section once.
I have already put it, ma'am.
Okay, we'll get back to you.
Okay. In fact, in the application also, in the course query section, I have uploaded this, that I am not sure whether my submission has been taken or not. So
Okay,
if we
sure,
can
sure.
receive
We'll
some kind of
we'll check
receipt,
it and get back to you.
if we can like receive some kind of receipt that yes, your submission has been accepted, that would be great.
Sure, we'll check it, and our team member will get back.
Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
Sushil Saini.
Yes, sir. So my question is that I was facing little bit a problem in planning the lesson. Okay, how to make. Therefore, I was delayed in that. Today, just a clear a concept with me ki how to make up. But one I want to ask, if suppose I am just preparing a body of that, and I had prepared a quiz. So that quiz from that platform, I have to attach the link, or I have to write a return the quiz in what form? Then what is the procedure if suppose I am writing, if I want to attach some photographs, so there I have to write those things, or I have to attach the link, that I am not understanding, sir.
Sushilji, you don't have to put the entire quiz in the lesson plan.
Okay,
So
ma'am. Yeah.
the lesson plan includes the details of the different activities that you are planning for the topic.
Okay,
Uh,
ma'am.
if you want, you can put a link for the quiz, or you can just mention which platform you will be using for conducting the quiz and what kind of questions you want to include in the quiz. So,
Okay,
and at
ma'am.
what point of the lesson you will be? So, is it like you will be starting the lesson with the quiz, or it will come in the end to check the learnings of the student? So, I think that kind of information would be enough.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, I think we have exceeded the time. Maybe,
Yes.
yeah. But it was a very useful session.
Yes, I think it was great connecting with you all, and all the best. You still have one more week to go. So, would request you all to please, if you haven't submitted your lesson plan, please do it at the earliest so that you can move to the second part of the practice assignment. And all the best to you all.
Thank you so much for joining.
Happy
Thank you. Thank
learning,
you so much
everyone.
for
Thank you.
joining.
Happy learning.
Bye. Bye. Yes. Happy learning and take care.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Bye bye.